have the Lord as your companion and your friend, your protector, your guide, your priest.
Yes.
He fills all those areas of our life. And I sought the Lord when I was 8 years old. And He's been with me ever since. I don't even remember being baptized, but the older people in Oregon tell me I was baptized in February and there was ice on the creek. I guess it was so cold I just erased it from my memory because I don't remember being baptized. But anyway, at age 14, I thoroughly dedicated my life to the Lord. I said, Lord, I want to be yours. I want to place myself on the altar for you to use in whatever way you want to. And you know, when they placed those animals on the altar, the fire came down and consumed the sacrifice, right? So I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, take my sacrifice and consume it with your fire of purification and your fire of holiness. And you know, his fire can represent a whole lot of things, but with all my heart. And I'm in it for life, and it's been for life. It's been wonderful. And I just want to encourage everybody that's here, just give your life to the Lord. Let him use it. Let him do what he wants to with it. If he wants you to be sick for a while, let him let you be sick. And if he wants you to be well, let him be well. If he wants you to go here or go there or whatever, just surrender to him. You know, it was real hard. You know, I surrendered at that time, but then something else comes up in your life, and then you've got to re-surrender. You've got to redo it. And I remember one time I went to the altar over and over and over. I was at the altar, and Sister Oprah Wilson was praying with me. Sister Oprah Wilson is the one that died in Africa. She went over there on a mission trip and got pneumonia and died. That was Brother Ostis Wilson's wife. You probably all read some of Brother Ostis Wilson's writing. Sister Oprah was his wife. Anyway, she said to me, Charlotte, just die. She just said it real bold. Just die. When you die, then God can do something for you. Oh, okay, I thought I was dead already. But I wasn't dead. Anyway, thank the Lord for how he has helped me. And he's healed me so many times, just over and over and over. He's healed my body.
The Lord.
And I just want to recommend him. And I thought about that song that the girls just sang, that sometimes we dream of something and then it doesn't come to pass and we think, well, why dream at all? I want to tell you, keep dreaming. Don't turn loose of your dream. If your dream is surrendered to God, of course. But my own self, as a little girl, I wanted to write. I remember when I'd walk home from school or walk home from work. I lived in a rural area in Oregon, and we worked from the latter part of May until up into August. Always worked out in the farm, you know, and worked on other people's farms. And we lived on a gravel road. I remember walking down that road and making up stories in my mind. And I was just a little girl. But I'd make up these stories, and I could just see these characters in my mind. And so then, the poorest grades I ever made in school was in English and in spelling. And so I didn't allow myself to ever dream that I could write because I thought it was impossible. And when I have to think about it, I just would shut it out. It's impossible. It's impossible. So anyway, then I get married and have 4 children in 5 years, and I had 2 more children after that. Then go on the mission field. And I just all this time feel like I'll never be able to do anything for myself or anything that I want to do or work for the Lord. All I do is change diapers and wash dishes and make beds for camp meeting people, and I actually cook for camp meeting on a campfire. And you know, all that takes all your time. I think, Lord, when am I ever going to get to do something for you? When am I ever going to get to do something for you? And I didn't realize all the time I was working for the Lord. I just didn't realize it. I guess I thought in my mind working for the Lord would be preaching or, you know, giving lessons. Of course, I did give a lot of Sunday school lessons or writing or something like that. But anyway, don't give up your dream, okay? I was 50 years old before I ever got a chance to write. And I thought, well, my mind's about gone by now. But I've almost lived another 50, I'll live another 40. But don't give up your dream. Keep surrendered to the Lord. And I really think God puts in your mind the desire to do what He wants you to do if you're consecrated to Him. I think that's, and I've had people counsel me that way too. Grandpa Husky always said, the way God leads is to put the desire in your heart to do it. That's the way He leads you. Okay. But then when you never get the chance to do it, you think, well, am I not understanding the Lord? Or what's going wrong? Anyway, when I was 50, I had, I guess all my children were married except one. I still had Benny at home. And one day I was real restless. I thought, Lord, I'm just sitting here at home all the time, day after day. I want to do something for you. And He put it in my mind to call Wayne Murphy. Wayne Murphy was running the Faith and Victory Print Shop at that time. And so I called him on the phone. I said, well, Wayne, I just got a lot of time on my hands. You got anything I can do? Can I help mail out the packages or do something? I said, I can't really do much, but I can type and I can learn to type better. I could help you that way maybe. And he said, yeah, come on over. He said, I need someone to write the Beautiful White Paper. His sister, Dorothy Wilkins, had been doing the paper. And she resigned because of her eyesight. And he said, I've got to have someone to get it together for this month, for this quarter. I said, Wayne, I can't do that. I said, I'll come over and I'll type for you and let you all do it. And I'll type or do something else. Oh, yes, you can. He said, come on over here. So I got on my bicycle and rode to the print shop. And he said, here's the desk, here's the computer. Never had hardly touched the computer. And anyway, I thought, as I was riding over there, I thought, well, you know, you tell a Bible story to your children almost every night. Why can't you write that down? I thought, well, maybe I can. Anyway, that's when I started writing. I was 50. That was in September, and I turned 50 in August. So, don't give up your dream, okay? Keep consecrated to the Lord and on living for the Lord and doing little things. The little things you do all along is what's building your character and your ability to do what God wants you to do in the, you know, the consecrations we give to God every day strengthens us and helps us to grow, to be able to submit to more and larger things. Anyway, I thank the Lord. I guess I was 80 before I finally go to bed. You think 80, you're about lost in all of it. when the Lord has hold of you, well, then you can do things when you get old too. But anyway, just keep a hold of the Lord, and He'll work in your life what He wants you to do. And you'll be blessed, and you will be a blessing. So it's all of you be encouraged, okay? None of you throw in the towel and say, I can't. Just the other night, I was in the bed thinking, and I thought, Lord, I've self-published all my books. It'd be nice if a publisher would publish them, but they're not good enough. I just know they're not good enough, so I don't have the courage to even send them to a regular publisher. And God spoke to me, and He said, well, you didn't write them, I did. So aren't they good enough? That was just His question to me. Aren't they good enough? You didn't do it, I did it. So just look to the Lord. The Lord will talk to you and bless you all your life if you do that. I just thank the Lord so much for the message this morning too. It was just like dew, dew falls so soft and sweet, and yet it penetrates into the ground. Some of these hard rains, especially we have here in Oklahoma, the water runs off, because it doesn't have time to soak in, but the dew just soaks in and just moistures the ground. All of you pray for me. I know I'm in a new stage of life now, thinking it's time to, to move on and not keep a house and everything. But anyway, the Lord will help me through this too.
Well, I wasn't going to share the song.